and you want to share that with everyone, just don't post a picture. Yeah. Don't post but we want to share that kind of stuff, guys. Small victories are important. Everyone thinks that going through this kind of stuff, that you look at the big picture, but we never take into account the small stuff. You guys are here. You guys signed up. That's already a victory in itself. So if we push every small little thing, celebrate it. Okay? There's nothing too small to celebrate. And we should all be supportive in that sense, right? Everyone's on a little different journey, and we want to hear how it's going. So we have that outlet, and then of course you can get on the webpage and post. We have a forum on there as well. So if you're not on Facebook, sorry,
and it can be confidential.
And it can be confidential.
You can post anonymous, I guess. That's what I mean.
Yep. So you could post to the forum. Wow, Jeremy really looked like shit last night. Okay, and post it as anonymous, and I won't know who you are. Okay. All right. Yeah. So yeah, we can do that as well, and so lots of different outlets. If you guys have another idea for communication, which I think is really important, just let me know, okay? I'm going to take in as much from everyone as I can. Cool. So that's the communication piece. Does anyone feel like we need to have additional communication or anything? You guys are doing okay? I know some of you had emails that were being kicked back, and I think I got those changed. I had a few of you who needed to be added to the scroll down list. I believe we got that as well. Okay, cool.
Random question. It says to limit caffeine in terms of coffee. Like, what's a good guideline?
No alcohol and no coffee? I've never heard that.
Yeah.
Well, it says to limit it. It doesn't say no. That's why I want to ask.
I haven't had coffee in
So cut it in half of what we're drinking now. So like,
And you're sick.
That's why That's what I'm getting at. No. So we do want to limit caffeine consumption depending on, it's very broad in the sense that I don't know how much caffeine you're taking in. But if you're drinking, like for me, I do have my coffee in the mornings and I drink bulletproof coffee. A lot of you guys know. Love my butter coffee. But that's it. I drink that and then that's it. The difference is a lot of times people are drinking it throughout the day. They're constantly plugged into that caffeine train or whatever. That pump, and so we need to make sure that we're not relying on it, right? If I don't have caffeine one day, it's not like it's gonna be the end of the world for me. Whereas some people, they don't have it, and it's like that commercial with the Snickers bar thing, you know? You're not being yourself. Yeah, Betty White, you're acting like a princess, or Betty White or whatever. It's that kind of thing. So monitor it yourself, okay? And notice, try going off of it for a couple days, okay? See how you start to perform. You might perform better because it does dehydrate you. Okay? Cool.
One thing we forgot about was the weekly.
Yeah, so then we have the weekly. So we have the daily, and we have the weekly. With the weekly on there, you have a couple different spots where you can kind of answer just how things are going, what you think you need to be working on a little bit more, what your plan is for the next week. And again, this is just to keep you guys accountable. Okay? I will be looking at this stuff as well. And then there is a box at the bottom. What was the question that we had down there? Just like if they need additional information or something on certain stuff. So it was basically on there, it kind of asks you how you're doing in each category, right? And then what your focus for the next week is going to be. So if I'm not doing too well on stress reduction, then that probably needs to be my focus for the next week, right? So again, this is just kind of keeping you guys aware, accountability. It allows us to take a look at it as well.
Is
Make
that
sure.
like on Sundays? Like that's during the week?
Yep, there'll be
Yeah,
Sundays.
there should be a notice, like an alert that says make sure to fill it out on Sundays so that you can kind of decide what worked for you in the 6 days prior or 7 days. Make a plan of how to
Parked up the hill, right? Yeah. Okay, cool.
Are we recording activities starting today or tomorrow?
Starting tomorrow. Yep, I wanted to get this meeting in. Hopefully, guys, you used the last few days. You received your packets, or you got on, printed out your packets, or got them, and you guys went through and you purged. Okay? I didn't see any purge photos. I'm a little bit worried.
I'm still working
Yeah.
on eating.
Huh?
Tori, your refrigerator is sound.
I think it's perfect. That's a nice, clean, good refrigerator. I like that. If your refrigerator is so stuffed that you can't see the light at the bottom, then we need to talk.
Well, I just
okay?
needed to get stuff for tomorrow and Saturday,
Yep.
and then I'll do my shopping for the rest.
What if you eat with people that choose not to eat the way you do?
Yeah, great question. So let's say that you live in a household where some people aren't eating paleo. Well, first they should be.
I understand that.
Right. Second, you need to be making up. So like if I had kids and they just won't eat the butternut squash or something like that, right? Well, then maybe what I'll do is I could sneak it in first, right? I could make something that has it in there, chopped all up nice, and they wouldn't even know. Or I make like a side of rice or something for them. But, you know, try to make it to where your meals are set up to where they can come through and like decide what they want and you know what you can have.
Okay.
So
you
just having like
work
another
towards
side,
that.
usually just adding in a little bit of rice or something like that, for some reason people feel better about it. So.
Yeah, my wife doesn't eat anything like I eat, and I don't like it, so it works out pretty well.
Yeah, yeah, and I think it's important too if you have pantry and refrigerator space, like declare,
Yes.
this is my space.
Yeah.
Right? Don't put your stuff in my view, right?
Yeah.
And for you, James, you're a taller guy. Your space is the top of the refrigerator. Hers is the bottom, right? So you don't. It doesn't even come into view for you.
Right.
And I know for you guys, it's going to be even harder. My pantry, my refrigerator doesn't have that stuff in it, so I'm not. When I do want a snack so bad, and I'm like, God, I want some sugar or something, there's like nothing, so I have to figure it out. You know, I'm not going to go to the grocery over it. So keeping that stuff out is the best that you can.
So purging was hard for me because I
Yeah.
had to keep some of the stuff that you can.
Yeah, and I think most families probably did. Yeah, they had to keep certain stuff.
I made two
Two areas.
Yeah, I split my cabinet and yeah.
Do you
I
purge
marked
Heather?
mine and I told everybody I'm
I'm
like,
not
take
tempted.
something from this, like the olive oil or something, put it back, so I know that I can use this.
Yep.
Yeah.
Grant was over today eating out of
Cool.
house.
Yeah.
Dairy.
Afterwards.
Sorry.
Typical.
Dairy.
What about it?
Well, the sugar detox, we were allowed to have high fat, and I was looking
Yep.
at the food. It says on there that you can. It says high quality yogurts. What does that exactly mean? Does that mean full fat? Are we talking grass fed milk? Grass fed cow?
You can have grass-fed butter.
That's it.
Yeah.
You can't have
It's
yogurt.
heavy.
No
Yeah, I know everyone wants to have the yogurt, and the problem with that is yogurt it's very simple to pick a poor quality yogurt. Now, I'll put it this way, you can have yogurt if it's grass-fed yogurt. The only place I know of where you can get grass-fed yogurt is Trader Joe's.
Natural grocers has it.
Natural Grocers has
King
that.
Soopers has it.
Grass.
Okay, make sure guys though, when you're looking at this, it needs to be, it's not like the yummy yogurt, right? The yolk play, okay? What we're looking at for yogurt, this stuff is gonna be sour. If you eat it and it's not sour, it tastes really good, it's the wrong
Well, you
yogurt.
put a little honey in it.
Yeah, you
Maple
could,
syrup.
because we can use,
Or bacon.
Like heavy cream.
it's hard to get, I mean, if it's grass-fed, then I don't have a problem with it.
Order Icelandic skirt. You can get online and find Icelandic skirt that's grass fed. It's practically wretched, but it's not
There you go, yeah. And then, guys, like I said in the video too, the butter is a superfood. Okay, there's so much good stuff in there, and like I said on there, we call it love at the house. Okay, anytime Holly wants to put a little extra love in the dinner or the meal, she just throws a whole stick of butter in there, and man, I love it. It's good stuff. Okay, so utilize that stuff. Any other questions?
How do you feel about like minimally processed jerky?
Give me an example.
Those epic bars?
Yeah, I'm okay with those. Yep, I'm okay with epic bars. We want to. This is a gray area, guys, because just now so many different companies see the paleo movement happening, and so they're trying to make the paleo stuff. Okay, be careful because I was just in Natural Grocers yesterday, and I was like, man, I could use some beef jerky, even though I wasn't able to even eat it. I think it's still sitting on top of my refrigerator or something, but I would look at the one that said Primal. I'm like, well, shit, yeah, all right, Primal beef jerky. Yeah, it also contains soy and all this other crap. So be careful with the labels, guys. People or manufacturers are trying to ride this train and get you to buy this kind of stuff. Now, there are products out there like Steve's Paleo. I really like their stuff a lot. you can get like the paleo kits, and that's beef jerky. It's all grass-fed, good stuff. And again, I'd like to go with the grass-fed, which usually the Epic bars are pretty clean. And then they also have condiments and stuff now. Go to Whole Foods, and there's like a section of paleo condiments, which is awesome, right? Also, if you need to order some stuff that you can't find, you're like, man, I want some of this dressing or whatever. There's paleo options. Go to Thrive Market. I think we got a link on the webpage. You can click on that link. It'll take you right over to Thrive Market, and you can order stuff from there. I order stuff from there all the time.
And it has a paleo category.
And you click on as a paleo category, and you just scroll down, and you're like, oh man, I didn't know I could have that. That's great, you know? It's all paleo. There's no sugars and stuff in it. Cool? Awesome. Anything else? No?
Is there a better way to cook, like, the meats and stuff? Like grilling, you know, is typically lower in fat or smoking or something like that. Like, what's frying?
Yes.
Fat.
There are, but the problem with that, John, is, well, first, we're talking then about chemical reactions that are happening to meat, and that's kind of like later. And also, it's controversial right now. So a lot of different studies are coming out saying that the meat needs to be raw, you know? And then there's lots of studies coming out saying that no, it's very controversial. So I recommend cooking it however you love the meat, right? So myself, man, there's nothing better than a steak on a grill. 5 minutes one side, 7 minutes the other is perfect for me, right? Or 7 and then 5, 7 and 5, yeah. Thanks, Tori.
What about microwaving? So that can meal prep a lot, so does that reduce a lot of the nutrients?
Yeah, it does. No. That being said, I microwave. I mean, I bring meals to work, right? And we got a microwave here. We don't have a kitchen, so.
I mean, you gotta eat. Just eat the best you can, right?
Yeah, and you know what, guys? There are a lot of really great meals out there that once you make them up, maybe you eat them warm, but then when they're cold, they're good as well. So maybe try eating it cold and just see. Steak and stuff like that, probably not. But there's a lot of different things that, you know, if I had chicken or chicken salad or something like that, and usually I eat something like that warm, eating cold is no big deal. And then when I prep, I usually go for, man, I'll tell you that the Primal mayonnaise, that stuff is like key right now for me. It's really good. You can make a lot of different things with it. Tuna salad, chicken salad. I mean, there's a whole cookbook Mark Sisson put out. That's Mark Sisson's product there, Brenda. That Primal mayo. So, all right, guys. So we have 2 weeks. We have a paleo potluck. It's a recipe exchange. We're gonna have it back here. Okay. We'll have some tables and stuff set up. Question?
Is tequila welcome?
No. It is not welcome. It's alcohol. Good question. I like how you two are conniving and everything. Ask him this. Ask him this. Pretty sure that came out of Daryl's mouth first.
Can we vote on that?
Can we vote on that? No. So guys, paleo potluck, recipe exchange. We're gonna have tables and stuff set up in here. I want to try to get everyone here, as many people as we can. Everyone bring, in 2 weeks, you're gonna have found a new recipe. Okay? Hopefully. You're gonna have found a new recipe that you really dig. What I want you to do is find one that maybe we haven't posted up that everyone has tried. Find one that you really like, and then bring that sucker in. Okay? That way we all get to see it, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to have, we'll think about something, but I want to have almost like an index card sitting out in front of it, or a recipe, so that way, the way that this will work is I go through, I taste test it, ooh, I really like that, boom, snap a pic, okay? Has the recipe, what the food looks like, okay? And that way I can remember easily, and then I can come back to a zoom in, I'll have the recipe right there, and I can try it myself. The hope is that you guys all get an additional 30 recipes, you know, for the arsenal. Cool.
Be like Costco.
It will be like Costco.
Snacking on the meals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should
It's
get some of the
free
ladies
samples.
to stand behind too. Yeah.
And all those crazies in their carts are running.
Guys, any other questions before we take off? So tomorrow morning we get started. Bacon and eggs. Bacon and eggs. All right. Cool, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.